This is music, and this is the zombie apocalypse. It's not quite the zombie apocalypse, but it is a response to a thread by some dude in Texas. He started it a while ago now. Check out his channel. It's a vinyl community channel. It's oriented towards metal, and he shows a lot of really cool stuff. He has a cool series called Off the Wall, where he shows items from his cassette tape collection. Now, the theme of this thread is pretty straightforward. What are 5 death metal albums you would save in the event of a zombie apocalypse? This one was very easy, actually, and I'll tell you why towards the end of the video. But first, let's have a look at them. I would definitely save this one, Bolt Thrower, Those Ones Loyal. I have it on vinyl as well. Now, this is not the fastest, fiercest, and most brutal death metal you will ever come across. It's not the most technical death metal either, and it's not the slowest or heaviest or slimiest death metal either, but it is very groovy. Quite simple songs, lots of groove to them. The best example of this is the Kill Chain. That just captures what this album is all about. Groovy, awesome death metal, worth saving for sure. And here's another save. I have it on vinyl and CD as well. Carcass, Necroticism, Descanding the Insalubrious. So this to me is a death metal masterpiece. It's very progressive, but it's not technical. But there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in every single song. And Corporal Jigsaw Quandary has a really cool drum intro, just the drum beat. It should be iconic. More people should definitely talk about that intro. So yeah, this is a fantastic death metal album, worth saving, and you still have lots of blast beats and stuff on here, although it's not grindcore. Another death metal masterpiece, for sure, Symbolic by Death. I do have it on CD as well. Uh, but here's the cassette tape version. All the songs on here are fantastic. This is kind of slightly technical, quite progressive death metal with more screechy vocals and more melody than you might expect, and just brilliant drumming, out of this world, fantastic drumming. Um, just the title track, Symbolic, to me is fantastic, but all the songs on here are excellent. And this was very important to me in my kind of slowly getting into death metal. There were a couple of death metal bands before these guys that I had gotten into, but this is the album that kind of made the genre click with me. So there you go, definitely. And this one here too, Maceration, A Serenade of Agony. Danish death metal. As you can see, I have it on vinyl too, but this CD version has a whole bunch of bonus tracks. So it features Jakob Schultz of Invocator fame and Dan Svanø, although it's under a pseudonym. He is on here too. Old school death metal, 90s death metal. So if you like that old kind of Floridian death metal or the old 90s kind of Swedish death metal, um, all that good stuff. There's a good mix of that on here. So just old school death metal, and it does have that characteristic Jakob Schultz sound on the guitar, especially on the solos that you know from the first Invocator album. So that's a save. And the last one is a compilation. It's this one here. Fuck You, We're from Denmark, Volume 3, 100% death metal. A compilation of Danish underground bands from the 90s, death metal, death thrash too, death doom. There's even a kind of a um, black death metal band that kind of makes fun of black metal, so there's that going on too. Uh, but yeah, so you have some really, really cool artists on here. a good booklet. I have shown this one before, but just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with, right? So, underground stuff. A lot of these tracks, not all of them, but a lot of these tracks were originally on demo tapes. Some of them were probably recorded, uh, for the purpose of being on this compilation. But some really good and interesting stuff on here. Um, just a showcase of underground death metal from Denmark from the 90s. So that's a save. So there you go. Now, here's the thing. I have the key to averting the zombie apocalypse. And this is the key. Moribund by Eternal Rot. This is a homemade hype sticker made by none other than Mark G with a C, who gave me this CD here. It says zombie metal from what for? Yeah, this is death metal, and it sounds like it's made by zombies. So this is the key to averting the zombie apocalypse. Play this to the zombies, and they will all gather, they will converge in a massive zombie mosh pit, very slow moshing, but they will mosh and mosh and mosh because they will like this so much. They will keep moshing until they fall apart and disappear. And that's how to avert the zombie apocalypse. Play zombie death metal to them. So there you go. Thanks for watching.